What's up, Infected? Welcome to Kickstart Your Week. Now, if you're not familiar with what this show is, this is a once-a-week show that I put together every week that covers the previous week's Kickstarters that I thought looked really interesting. Now, there are a ton of projects on Kickstarter, and I only have so much time, so I only cover a maximum of 10 that I thought looked really cool. So before we get started, here's a word from our sponsor.
The Manhattan Project, Energy Empire, #1 engine builder of all time. Harness the Earth's resources. An instant classic for worker placement games. Develop your economy. Manage your environmental impact. The #3 game of 2016. On sale now at retailers everywhere.
Now, the first one on my list is a game called 21 Days. Now, 21 Days is a neat-looking survival game. It's very family-weighted. It says it can be played with children, where you're trying to survive a shipwreck, and you're on like a raft in the middle of the ocean. And I guess you're having to deal with these events, and you do different actions on your turn. So this one looked pretty cool. Next on the list is Starship Awesome 3000. Now, this one looks like an old school, like, space dogfighting simulator that you would have played on, like, computer with a joystick and all of that. This one looks pretty cool. It's got this dice allocation system where you have, like, 2d4s, 2d6s, I think it is, and, like, a d12. So depending on what systems you want to have you're going to allocate these dice to different systems. But then there's like these tech cards that you can upgrade your ship with that I guess give you special abilities. But overall, it looked like it might be a really cool little game. Next up is Mind, or M-I-N-D. This one compares itself to FTL, the video game, and RimWorld, the video game, both of which I really enjoy. Spoilers. However, looking over the campaign, I'm not really seeing where they're getting the FTL from, but I can definitely see the RimWorld part of it. So in Mind, the players are like rival factions on different planets, and they're trying to survive while screwing each other over. And it looks like it's got a couple interesting mechanics. Looks like it may be a bit on the fiddly side, but overall it looks like it might bring a really interesting like two-player dynamic. Next up is Rival Realms. Now, the artwork from this is beautiful, and it's from an awesome company, Eagle Gryphon Games, that I've worked with quite a bit in the past. And this one looks like it's a two-player, like, token and card game-driven adventure, where I guess the two different players are like magicians that messed up a card trick, and they've actually been teleported to a different realm or something like that, and they're trying to get out or whatever. It looks really interesting. It looks like it might have a decent sized footprint on the table, but you know, it's from Eagle Gryphon Games. They do some pretty good games. Next up is Locke. Now, Locke has some fantastic artwork from what I've seen, and it's got this very steampunk kind of allure to it. And it's a strategy memory game that can be played solo or head to head with, you know, two players. I'm a little weary about the replayability on this, and I had a little bit of trouble that, you know, I only spent a few moments looking at each one of these Kickstarters, and looking over that, I couldn't really grasp how you're supposed to play. You get these boards and cover them with tokens, and then you slide them up to see what's below them. But overall, it looks really, really cool, but I'm a little weary about the amount of replayability that would be in the game, but it's worth checking out. Next up is Etherion. Now, I probably butchered that name, but Etherion is a family-weight city-building game with cards, and it has dual-purpose cards, which is fantastic. And depending on which side of the card you're going to play, whichever side is up, depends on what it does. And you're trying to build these cities with really cute artwork, all with mythological creatures, and your overall goal is to try to build a city with diverse creatures in the city. And it looks like a very family-weight game, and it looks really cute. And lastly, Illuminatus is the last game on this list. It's a conspiracy satire game where you are the Illuminati and you're behind the scenes, you know, pulling chemtrails and controlling people's mind and hoping they don't put tinfoil hats, and you're actually doing all these conspiracies and trying to control the world, which I thought was a really cool concept. It reminds me of a video game that I can't remember the name of it, where you're actually the villain with a secret like mountain base. And that's kind of what this plays off of, and so it looks like it might be a lot of good fun. Now, if you're as good of a counter as I think you guys are, you notice that's only 7. Because pretty much all week I've been looking over Kickstarter and there hasn't really been a whole lot that caught my eye. So this video is actually just going to kind of end at 7 games. So anyways, if you like my channel and you like the show, definitely give me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to support my channel, I have my Patreon up in the corner and down in the description. If you'd like to do just a one-time donation to show your support, I also have a tip jar down below as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time in the quarantine.